Hello everyone, this is the Androdal, aka the German Viking, and I've come back after having had to done some real life stuff, and I wanted to jump into this article which I've seen being posted on Twitter, but I haven't actually read this, so I think that this would actually be some interesting material to read, because I've covered this stuff before I had to take the break. So this is from the Post Millennium. I haven't actually seen anything from this site, but let's actually dive into this. Exclusive: Zoe Quinn's allegations are falling apart. Who'da thunk it? Note: Zoe Quinn's full statement on Alec Holowka appears at the bottom of this article. On August 28th, 2019, game developer and activist Zoe Quinn issued a multi-post Twitter statement derailing abuse allegedly suffered at the hands of former partner and fellow indie developer Alec Holowka. On August 29th, the Night in the Woods development team cut ties with Holowka, and within 48 hours he had committed suicide. The same day Holowka's suicide, Zoe Quinn's Twitter account was deleted, returning shortly thereafter under a protected lock, which enabled only a few select people to access the tweets. A source with access to Quinn's locked Twitter account has provided the Post Millennium with important history, which sheds light on the developer's time with the now deceased Alec Holowka. While in Quinn's August 28th public statement, Quinn did not specify when the alleged abuse took place. It was stated it was while living in Winnipeg with Holowka's apartment. A cursory scan of the Twitter reveals Quinn was preparing to leave for Winnipeg at the end of March 2012 for an unspecified period of time, and had arrived at the end of March beginning of April 2012. While those tweets appear to have been deleted and were accessible even by post-millennial source, they had already been screen captured and archived in a YouTube video prior to the deletion of Quinn's Twitter account. Oopsie. Oopsie, the internet never forgets. Just saying. In an August 28th statement, Quinn claims to have been physically confined to Holowka's unit as well as isolated from the outside world. Tweets reveal a different story, with Quinn tweeting regularly throughout the time periods in Winnipeg with Holowka's, sometimes dozens of times per day, communicating with many others, describing Quinn's time in the city, and documented many excursions. So let me actually read them. I tend to expect weird things too. Haha. Went to get fabric for making plushies today, and someone crashed a car in the to the front door of the store. Not entirely what I was expecting. See, that right there should discredit her store entirely. She's outside and not inside of the apartment. Bees, because spelling her last name proved difficult. I'd mirror that punchline of a pop star. I think I'm done working It's Not Okay, Cupid, for the night. Tomorrow, making a bunch of secret plushies. Sorry, I'm just pouring myself some water, some sparkling water. That's how I like it. It's a comedy dating game about all-night dating. So I ended up acting in the second act of musical randomly today, and managed to memorize my lines somehow. So she's still confined to her apartment, is she? Here she is. Life is hard. Haha, thanks. Glad you liked it. Just wondering, cause I'm due back to Toronto for a bit after the 4th. I thought it'd be funny if we just missed each other's visits. Working on It's Not Okay, Cupid in a coffee place. That is playing Eiley Brothers and Isaac Hayes. Today, totally in the mood to write romance. Winnipeg's first meetup. Come hang out. It sounds like she's really under distress here. Could I have a link to her portfolio? Smiley face. Really like it. Winnipeg meetup tomorrow for Indie Game the Movie. 2 more days till I'm in Montreal and Toronto. Then TCAF this weekend. So many things. Project Overboard sounds awesome, and I can't wait to see what comes out of it. Lol, your idea of filthy is really rather tame, dude. The couple appeared as guests on a podcast on April 14th called Indie Function, where they both discussed their project, and the subject shifted into more personal topics such as how the two met and their daily lives. Wow. 30 minutes into the podcast, Quinn discusses having met Holowka on Twitter, direct messaging him first after he interacted with Quinn's tweets, expressed an interest in Quinn's project. Specifically, Quinn notes how Holowka supported the mission of having more than 5% of the industry be women. Quinn calls their relationship adorable while being encouraged by Holowka to talk about their project. Now, I'm gonna link this, and you can actually listen to these clips yourself. I don't think it would take too long to listen to all of these, to be honest. Later in the podcast, Quinn excitedly describes the day-to-day life. My life right now is I wake up, I bullet on a game, on a game I care about very passionately, and I pass out from exhaustion. While discussing indie game developer Phil Fish, a conversation that eerily relates to the present takes place. And that's one of the reasons you don't really want to be famous, because that's what happens. People basically turn on you into a cartoon character. You don't get to be a person anymore, you are a concept, Quinn adds. I'm pretty sure I'm not that well known yet, because that hasn't happened to me, and I don't think that I'm that way, where I would be characterized as one thing or another. Holowka says to Quinn's agreement, everyone is going to get mad and yell about something eventually, and then get characterized that way. Quinn's bombshell public statement also claimed that Holowka had taken control of Quinn's then project It's Not Okay Cupid, the podcast, as well as Quinn's regular tweets while in Winnipeg and after the departure, challenged that assertion. Here are more of them. So this one email from It's Not Okay Cupid with all the choices, possibilities mapped out. Rough draft, few. Oh man, I'm so sick. Let's see how writing dialogue is on cough medication goes. So this game needs more ridiculousness anyway. Also, you can ask us questions. So this is just a continuation of these stupid tweets that shows she's lying yet again. Dozens of tweets in the post-millennialist possession demonstrate Quinn was routinely editing, contributing, and designing the planned game, sometimes with a suggestion Holowka's provided inspiration or even encouragement. When a boy game dev and a girl game dev love each other very much, they smash their heads together and a game comes out. It's Not Okay Cupid. According to Quinn's statement, Holowka also delayed purchasing Quinn's ticket home as per their arrangement, effectively trapping Quinn in Winnipeg with no funds to return. Quinn states that a roommate who was frightened asked if Quinn needed help getting out, and help was accepted to flee. However, three tweets sent out between April 24th and April 30th demonstrate Quinn is being dishonest about the circumstances surrounding the return to Toronto. In fact, they prove Quinn was aware of the plan to leave at least 10 days prior to the actual departure. In the tweets, Quinn is discussing an hours-long layover in Montreal, asking if any friends wanted to meet up, and announcing return to Toronto. Pfft, what is this amateur hour? That's not my real YouTube account. What of it, Parker? Oh, also got those related videos. I could be in Montreal for 5 hours on the 4th. If I was, would anyone want to hang out? Yeah, sounds like she's in distress. Visiting Montreal for a few hours, but then going to Toronto for a bit in May 4th. If you want to meet up, let me know. I'm due back in Toronto on the 4th. I'd love to see you and Jenny. In the August 28th statement, Quinn also says that upon the rapid, anxious escape from the abusive circumstances with Holowka, with the help of a roommate, the man did not so much as acknowledge the departure, but a May 4th 2012 tweet states that Quinn and Holowka were working on how to crunch on It's Not Okay Cupid just hours before the flights, entirely disproving the claim. Yet another receipt. And now to see how hard I can crunch on It's Not Okay Cupid with infinite ammo before I have to catch a plane in the morning. Too inspired. More games need self-destruct buttons. That sounds fun as heck. It reminds me of playing Skate 2 and watching the collisions and physics freak out to humorous effects. Sounds pretty cool. All of these are directed to Alec Holowka. The last tweet shared between Holowka and Quinn was sent May 10th and was a single hi from Quinn. Whether or not Holowka responded is unknown due to the locked status of his account. Statements issued after Holowka's death demonstrate that it was well known that there were concerns about his mental health, concerning stemming from long before Quinn's public accusations surfaced. Scott Benson, Holowka's development teammate, issued a statement on Kickstarter after the decision to cut ties with Holowka was made. Yeah, you mean ostracizing him from your project. Sorry, just taking a sip. You ostracize him on false allegations with no proof. From some woman just going on Twitter with no receipts, didn't go to the police, and you believed her and it ruined this guy's life, basically making him persona non grata, basically making him unhireable in the gaming industry. And knowing this guy had mental issues, I think these people knew what the outcome were. They weren't gonna be good for Alec. I would actually believe so if they knew anything about him. I don't even know the guy, and just reading from his past, people around him knew what would happen. It would have severe consequences if this happened to him. Emphasizing that he had a continual history of emotional instability and behavioral problems that he had sought assistance for at different points in time. In the Kickstarter statement, Benson also noted that the termination was not a result of mobbing or other social pressures, but the fact that the matter remains that a working relationship of over 6 years ceased only after a very public figure with a very large audience called Holowka out. Presently, Benson's allegations both on Kickstarter and his later write-up on Medium have been cited as evidence of Holowka's abusive disposition on his posthumously updated Wikipedia page. This is amazing. Alec Holowka's sister Eileen, in her Twitter announcement of her brother's death, also noted that her brother struggled with mental health issues, something that also reiterated by Quinn in the August 28th statement. While it is indisputably true that, as Quinn asserts in the statement, that there is no karmic limit on abuse or victimization, it is also true that all allegations must be given the respect they deserve and thoroughly investigated. In Quinn's case, there are undoubtedly significant discrepancy in the statement that was made public on August 28th and the history that was made available to the post-millennium for review. So she's lying. She is completely and utter lying. All of that is bullcrap. This is a false allegations that ruined a man's life with mental health issues, resulting in him killing himself. And there's no ifs and buts about this. She is responsible for these actions. That's my claim. She has tried to cover up her tracks. She lied. She has no evidence of anything she said, and there are even evidence contradicting her. Further, Quinn's history cannot be neglected when considering the context of the accusations. Quinn's ex-partner Aaron Joni recently brought to attention to extensive discussions had between himself and Quinn on Facebook. Quinn has since been deactivated in these discussions. Quinn mentions being raised by a pathological liar, having brain damage, and seeking vengeance against a man, a game developer Quinn once loved, allegedly Alec Holowka, with the intention of furthering a career in games. I'm not surprised, to be honest. She did the exact same thing during Gamergate. The new evidence uncovered is not exculpatory, however, it does reveal that Zoe Quinn is no way credible. While all allegations are worthy of an investigation, all victims deserving of respect, Zoe Quinn should know better than anyone else that there is an appropriate way to carry out the commission of an accusation, and decidedly an appropriate way. After all, Quinn's ordeal Gamergate began when a public accusation was launched with little means for Quinn to respond, and retaliation of epic proportions followed. Trial by a mob never ends. Well, Aaron Joni had receipts. I have to dispute this. She tried to ruin this guy's life, basically putting a muzzle on him. So she got what she deserved. in my opinion. She got criticism, any threats she got a disavow of, but all criticism are fair game, in my opinion. In the statement, Quinn acknowledged knowing that Holowka was prone to self-harm and self-abuse, and based on the statements of others who knew Holowka, it seems to have been a common knowledge that he was suicidal. Understandably, it has left many with a question of why Quinn chose to air the 7-year-old grievance in this way. Yeah. That meant Quinn can tweet back. The post-millennial reached out to Zoe Quinn to explain the apparent inaccuracies and inconsistencies in the public statement, but was unable to reach Quinn for comment at this time. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. So you can see the last few screenshots of this. I think that this is just beyond disgusting. Zoe Quinn is a liar. She is a opportunist. She is vengeful. She is vile. She lies. She accuses people. She sleeps around. She is unethical. She goes to the UN wanting censorship for mean words on the internet. She's just a horrible, horrible human being. And I don't know what else to say about her other than non-flattering words that others have already said. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.